Morning students, welcome to Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. Today we will discuss about one of the small topic that is chemical reactions and equations. So what is first of all chemical reaction and equation? So already we saw one of the main important chemical reactions and equations. This is the today our lesson. So how the reaction is going on in different systems, whatever it. But first of all, what happened? Chemical reactions. So here, how do you identify chemical reaction? First of all, actually, this chemical reaction identify based upon the three conditions. These are called change of color, evolution of gas, change in temperature. These three factors influence to the chemical reaction. So before going to this, I will say one of the point, chemical reaction. What is that chemical reaction? So one more point, this chemical reaction always follows law of conservation of mass. Always follows law of conservation of mass. So what is that law of conservation of mass? The matter neither be created nor be destroyed. So how much initial is present and final also forms the same mass matter, but the matter that shape is different. The matters or different types of molecules will be formed. So what is first of all a reaction? The reaction indicates one of the process undergo present in one of the system. So for example, in our body, it's have so many number of processes are going on. So for example, in summer season, it's getting some sweat, it's getting some dehydration. This is one of the process. So this is called what is it? Reaction. So every reaction it's involving initial components and final components are different. Initial components and final components different. At the same time, always it follows law of conservation of mass. So in this, how can we say that chemical reaction? This is one of the process participate in different chemical components to form different chemical compounds. After some time it will form different chemical compounds. It's called actually chemical reaction. So for example, what is the see next one? For example, burning of magnesium ribbon. So burning of a magnesium ribbon is one of the chemical reaction. How can we say this is one of the chemical reaction? Is there one of the activity here also? Burning of magnesium ribbon. So you have to take it one of the magnesium ribbon. Actually that is having in silver color. Magnesium is having in silver color. Now this silver color of magnesium, it's bonds with oxygen in presence of some initiation it will require. What is initiation? We know that. So initiation means we will give some burning mastic. Like that initiation will give the magnesium ribbon. So here initiation is given, then afterwards what happened? Magnesium reacts with oxygen, it is combines to MgO. This is the ash. Ash. So ash is formed. Actually this ash, which color is there? Brown color ash. Gray color ash, not a brown color. Gray color ash will be formed here. Gray color ash will be formed. So what is that? Actually this is one of the chemical reaction. So some chemicals are involving in it initial. What are the chemical is involved here is magnesium ribbon. and it gives some initiation, burning initiation, that is oxygen, then it is forms MgO. So this is one of the chemical reaction. So in the similar way, hydrogen molecules and nitrogen molecules is given. One more example, hydrogen molecule and nitrogen molecules. So here is these pink color molecules indicates hydrogen, H2 molecules, H2 molecules. Pink color is indicates H2 molecules. H2, these are H2 molecules, and these are what is that? And to three hydrogen molecules and nitrogen molecules. Nitrogen molecule. But how many hydrogen molecules are combined here? Three. Here one nitrogen molecule is combined to form a two NH3 molecules. So always see, it follows law of conservation of mass. For example, MgO2 gives rise to MgO. Actually, this is unbalanced. It's not a balanced. Why? Because here oxygen is 2, here oxygen is 1. So that's why this is unbalanced. But always the law of conservation of mass is follows balanced equation. It follows balanced. For example, this one, 3 hydrogens and 1 nitrogen molecule, 6 hydrogen atoms and 2 nitrogen atoms. Then it is forms 2 into 2 nitrogen atoms and 2 3 is 6 hydrogen atoms. So it is follows law of conservation of mass. Always the every balanced chemical reaction. It's not a unbalanced equation, but actually above just observing above the reaction equation, Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO, but it's not follows law of conservation of mass. But here it follows law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Okay, sir. What is here chemical reaction and chemical equation? The chemical reaction, simply we note that chemical reaction nothing but it is one of the process within presence of chemicals. In presence of chemicals to make a different new chemicals. But this is we are writing in what is that in words. In words, that is called chemical reaction. But actually that is process only. But the chemical reaction you have to represent in a symbols, that is called chemical equation. Chemical reaction nothing but is one of the process with chemicals. One of the process with chemicals, that is called chemical reaction. But chemical equation means the symbolic representation of chemical reaction. Symbolic representation of chemical representation of chemical reaction. So this is the main difference between chemical reaction and chemical equation. For example, same magnesium plus oxygen gas gives magnesium dioxide. So this is in words. Chemical reaction representation in words, but chemical reaction representation in symbols. What is that symbols? See that magnesium plus oxygen gives MgO. Magnesium plus oxygen gives MgO. This is called chemical equation. That is the difference between chemical reaction and equation. But I am saying one of the process that is called chemical reaction, but one of the process is represented in words or symbols, that is called chemical equation. That's called chemical equation. See, we can observe here. What is that? Okay. Yes. So here magnesium oxide, the above word equation can be written as. See that chemical equation represents the chemical reaction. Chemical, one of the reaction, nothing but one of the process. This is one of the process. That process represents any words or symbols, that is called equation. That is called equation. Okay, now coming to that, here balancing a chemical reaction. Balancing a chemical reaction, nothing but here inside the box is balancing of list the number of atoms in different elements present in unbalanced equations. So for example, see, we are going to back Mg plus O2. Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO. So in this Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO. Here one Mg magnesium atom, in this two oxygen atoms. But here one magnesium and one oxygen atom. One magnesium and one oxygen atom. But this reaction is called unbalanced. So what is unbalanced equation? Both sides, what are that? In the reaction, see. So in this reaction, the reactants and products we can related with the arrow. The reaction and product we can related with the arrow. This is that arrow. So what is this arrow indicates? This is the head and this is the tail. This is the head and this is the tail. Head and tail. Now here head indicates product and tail indicates reactants. The initial components are called reactants. The final components are called products. So first of all, we have to we will learn this. What are the words? What are the words? Reactant and product. So what is the reactant and what is the product in a chemical reaction, in a chemical equation? So what is in a chemical equation? Initial components and final components. The initial components and final components related by the arrow. Related by the arrow. So in this relation, the initial components are we have to write in left side, and the final components are we have to write in right side. The initial components are called reactants and final component is called product. So that is very, very important. First of all, we learn these two terms. What are the two terms? That is reactant and product. Reactant and product. So in this, after that reactant and product, we have to go balanced equation. So what is the balancing a chemical reaction? What is first of all balanced equation and unbalanced equation? So see that balanced equation and unbalanced equation. First of all, unbalanced equation. Unbalanced equation means unbalanced equation nothing but here the reactant number of atoms is not equal to product number of atoms. Product number of atoms. So this is the main important point for the unbalanced equation. So again I am writing same. What is that? Mg plus O2 gives rise to MgO. This is one of the equation. So this is unbalanced equation. What is this? Unbalanced equation. Actually for this another name also there, unbalanced equation. That's called skeletal equation. That's called skeletal equation. skeletal equation. Unbalanced or skeletal equation. So what is the balanced equation? Balanced equation means nothing but same the reactant number of atoms is equal to product number of atoms. This is called balanced equation. So it's another name also there. What is that another name here? So this is known as stoichiometric equation. Stoichiometric equation. So this is that. So same equation I am writing here. Mg plus O2 gives rise to 2MgO. This is the balanced equation. Mg plus O2 gives rise to 2MgO. These two are important terms. Then we are moving to the next. How can we balance the equation? That is that. Okay. These two terms are very, very important. Okay. What is that? Balanced and unbalanced. Balanced and unbalanced. Then we are moving to that. To balance a chemical equation, first draw the boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. Actually, for the balancing of equation, we have nearly three methods. But here we learned in only one method, that is called trial and error method. Trial and error method. List the number of atoms in different element present in the unbalanced equation. These steps we have to follow for the balancing of equation. As the maximum number of atoms, you can write that two boxes actually like this. Here is having type of atom, next here is reactants, here is products. Based in this segregation, we can write can balance the equation. As balanced unbalanced atoms, based on that yes. So this is already we know that, but here is given one of the equation, H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. Now so here none of the equation, for example 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. But how can we balance this equation? See, here H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. That is H2O. Now in this unbalanced equation, first of all we are writing three columns. In these three columns write the type of atom, type of atom, here reactant, here is product. So how many number type of atom? Hydrogen and one more is oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. Here reactants, how many number of hydrogens, how many number of oxygens? 2 and 2. Here the product is 2 hydrogens but 1 oxygen. 2 hydrogen bread, 1 oxygen. In this we can balance first of all hydrogen atoms. Hydrogen atom we have to balance. How it's already hydrogen atoms balanced. Next is oxygen atoms balance. How can we balance these oxygen atoms? Oxygen atom how many here? Only 1. So multiplying with where it is insufficient of atoms, you have to multiply with whole number. Multiply with whole number. Whole number. Multiply with whole number. So 1 into 2. Then oxygens 2. But how can we multiply oxygens 2? It's multiply with the coefficient, total coefficient. Total coefficient. Total coefficient. How to multiply total coefficient? Then what is that? H2. Then you have to rewrite again one coming equation H2O. But again here also unbalanced. So what can we do this? Again it's unbalanced. Again write the same table. Same table I can write it. So what is that same table? Second table, same. This is the first table. Now coming to that second table. Second table, here is same hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. Hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. Based on this, H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. Now here hydrogens 2, oxygens 2, but products, coming to the products, in this hydrogens are 4, but oxygens are 2 only. Oxygens are 2. What can we do again? Again you have to multiply with for the balancing of hydrogen, multiplying with the whole number, any one whole number. So again the second time I have to multiply with 2. At hydrogen, before the hydrogen molecule, nothing but what? 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. Now here physical significance is very important. H2 and O2 are gases, but H2O is liquid. This significance is very important. So the gases we have to indicate with upward arrow. If in case any precipitate, gases indicates upward arrow. Gases designates with upward arrow. Precipitate designates with downward arrow. So remaining liquid and gases, already we know that. Liquid is L, so that's enough. So this is the balancing of equation. So like this we have to balance. Then types of reactions. Types of reactions. Okay. So after completion of this balancing equation, types of same we can do it. For example, how to do it? H2 plus N2 gives an H3. Same method we can follow, trial and error method. First number of reactants and number of products and types of first type of element, next reactant, next product. So then you have to balance till all atoms are balanced in reactants and products. So next Okay, now coming to this types of chemical reactions based upon the changing of atoms involving of reactants and products. The reactions or chemical reactions are classified into four types. So classified into four types. What are those four types? Not four, actually five, but this is very separate. This is very separate, but actually four, one, two, three, four types. Combination reactions and decomposition reactions and displacement reactions and double decomposition reactions. That is double displacement or double decomposition. We can call both are same only. First, combination reactions. Combination reactions, nothing but here is two or more atoms or molecules or compounds combined together. Two or more. Two or more. Two or more atoms or molecules or compounds combined together to form only single product. Single product is called chemical combination reactions. So is there so many number of examples for this chemical combination reactions? So what are the more number of examples? Here is C plus O2 in our according to that file is having C plus O2 gives rise to CO2. Okay, here one carbon atom and one molecule of O2. These two combined it forms only one molecule of CO2. One molecule of CO2. This is called combination reaction. Initially is having more number of atoms or more number of molecules or more number of compounds. It's combined, but the new coming component is only single. The new one is compulsory having single. That's called CO2. That's called chemical combination reaction. This is the best example. Two or more atoms or molecules or ions, whatever it forms chemical combination reactions. See, here is given two or more reactants combined to form product. It's called a chemical combination reaction. Two or more reactants. So here is CaO and H2O. Here two reactants, but it is make it only one product. Only one product. Only one product. This is called chemical combination. Is there so many number of examples in chemical combination? Here is given. What is that? Cu plus, that is calcium plus sulfur, calcium sulfide. So calcium sulfide, that is Cu plus S gives rise to Cu2S. Is there so many number of examples for this chemical combination reaction? So for example, H2 plus I2 gives rise to HI. H2 plus I2 gives rise to, but see, you have some confusion here. Two molecules are there, sir. How we are saying one molecule, but actually it is only one molecule, but it's not two molecule. The number of moles are, but here what I am saying, type of compound I am saying. Type of compound, only one type of compound, HI, that's enough. For example, H2 and Cl2. These are all combination reactions. H2 and Cl2. H2 and Cl2 gives HCl. 2 HCl is 2 HCl. So in this 2 HCl, H2 plus I2 gives rise to HI, H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 HCl. Is there different molecules? C plus O2 gives rise to CO. C plus O2 gives rise to CO. So is there different types of different types of equations? These are all belongs to chemical combination reactions. These are all belongs to chemical combination reactions. So but what happened? This is one of the activity we know. This is one of the activity. You have to do it in our home also, or in our lab. So what happened? First of all, takes calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is one of the basic compound. This calcium hydroxide, calcium oxide, quicklime. This is called, what is the name? This one, quicklime. This name is called quicklime. This name is called quicklime. This quicklime just we have to put in water. Quicklime is which color powder? Colorless powder actually. This is powder. Quicklime is powder. So this quicklime, it dissolves in water. What happens? CaOH twice is formed. CaOH twice, only single product. Single product. So that's why two components. Two components, single product. Two components, single product. This is called a chemical combination reaction. It's a released heat actually. Actually, this is one of the okay. Shiny finish to the walls. Yes, actually, this calcium oxide, as calcium hydroxide reacts slowly with the carbon dioxide. As so, see, in a fungal days, before the fungal, we are washing some, what is that? White washings. We have to apply the walls. White washing. So what is going on white walls? Here is CaOH twice first of all is formed. This CaOH twice, it reacts with the CaOH twice reacts with atmospheric carbon dioxide. It's form CaCO3 plus H2O. This is white, milky white. This is a milky white. This is milky white color. What is this? Milky white precipitate will be formed. Milky white precipitate. For example, we are white CaOH, calcium hydroxide only it's possible, but different colors is having, you have to others with the to the walls, but on the time it's not observed those many number of different types of colors. That is based upon again paints. Paints are again different colors. So this is that chemical combination reaction. Next, now only I told here CaOH twice CaO plus H2O. It releases Ca, that is heat, some amount of heat. Heat is liberated. So that's why this is called exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Just you have to touch the vessel or container. It's increase the hotness. So we are feeling very hotness. Burning of natural gas and the decomposition of vegetables into compost are also an example of an exothermic reaction. Burning of vegetables. Next, burning of vegetables and compost. Natural gas. Natural gas, nothing but what butane is there. CH4. Next C4H10. These are having natural gas. It's have oxygen burning, then it's converting to CO2 plus H2O plus a heat. CO2 plus H2O plus heat. Same here also. Heating in presence of O2. This is also CO2 plus H2O. It releases heat. So these are all exothermic reactions. So how can we say this exothermic reaction? See that here bonds are there. Bonds C bond H, bond H, bond H, and bond H. Again in presence of oxygen, double bond O. The breaking of these bonds energy, that is nothing but delta H is equal to Rp, that is Er minus Ep. So here CO2 and H2O will be formed. C double bond O, and H2O, O bond H, O bond H. So for the breaking of these bonds energies and these bonds energies, it's tallied. Comparison. We have to compare these bond energies. Then only we can calculate delta H, Er minus Ep. Er minus Ep. Delta H is negative exothermic. Delta H is positive endothermic. So that is it. Okay. This is about chemical combination reactions. Now going to that chemical decomposition reactions. So that chemical decomposition reaction nothing but reverse of combination. So what is the reverse of combination, sir? Here is combination nothing but what? It's combining of 2 or 3 elements or atoms or molecules to make a one compound. That's called combination. But reverse, what is that reverse? The product. Reverse means what? Here is the product is acts as a reactant. Now this reactant, only single reactant, it is forms more number of products. That's called combination reaction, and that is decomposition reaction, more number of products. So for example, PbNO3 twice, PbNO3 twice. So for this PbNO3 twice, gently heating is converting to what? PbO plus NO2, PbNO3, PbO plus NO2 plus O2 will come, PbO plus NO2 plus O2 will come. So here O2 is liberated gas, NO2 liberated gas, PbO is present, that is powder having red color powder. So how many number of products are formed here? This is one of the product, this is one of the product, and this is one of the product. Totally 3 products are formed. Only one single reactant. From the single reactant 3 products are formed. Single reactant, 3 products. Not only 3, minimum 2. For example, KClO3. KClO3 on gently heating, it's converting to what? KCl plus oxygen gas. So here is 2 products, this one and this one, 2 products. But here single type of reactant, 2 products are formed. So is there C12, that is, just wait. KClO3 gives rise to KCl plus O2. So reverse, ZNO gives rise to, on the gentle heating, it's converting to what? Zinc plus oxygen gas. Okay. Next, what is that? Decomposition reactions. Okay, these are maximum examples of decomposition from here to here. These are all examples of decomposition reactions. So this is that. Thank you, students. This is the today explained what is that chemical reactions and equations, how the chemical reaction is takes place, how the equation is we have to make it, and balanced equation and unbalanced equation. Next one is how to balance the equation based upon the trial and error method. What next types of reactions? In these 5 types of reactions, first one is combination, second one is decomposition. Now it's until we explained up to decomposition reactions.